Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. This is Twist Gaming, where you get to play board games with us. We're coming to you live here from the PhD Speed Gaming Expo, and I'm Matt. And right now we are joined with Josh from Ultra Pro.
Hello.
Josh, how you doing?
Doing all right. How are you doing?
No one ever asked me that before. No, I'm doing great. It's been a really good day seeing all of the awesome board game coverage, but I'm curious as to what Ultra Pro has brought to show us off today.
So here at Ultra Pro, we're coming out with a couple new games, and want to show you a couple today. One of them is going to be Rocket Squad. Rocket Squad basically kind of captures that feeling of being in the backyard, building things with cardboard boxes, and in this case, it's going to be rockets. So each player starts out with a little launch pad. And those launch pads can look different based on what random item is on them.
Yeah.
So you'll see the random item on the bottom of that one is...
Is that a plate?
It's actually a Frisbee.
Oh, a Frisbee. Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense.
It's a yellow Frisbee. So the way that everyone plays the game is you're basing it based on these little bases. Basing it on these
Upside
little
down laundry
bases.
basket.
This one's a laundry basket that's upside down with some cardboard 8s on it. And you're trying to build up the rocket based on the number of required boxes it needs. So this one would need 8 boxes.
Oh, okay.
So as soon as it's 8 boxes long, you make a rocket sound. You blast off. And you would end up getting a little moon rock that's worth victory points.
Okay.
If you flip it over, it'll show you how many.
Oh, look at so
Yeah,
they're
look at that.
randomly assigned victory points.
Randomly
Then?
assigned victory points for the bonus points. But other than that, it's how do you build the rockets? Well, one of the things that I really love about this game is the fact that all the cards have a front and a back, but the back is not just a card back. This is also a part of the game. These are your boxes for your rocket.
I love it.
So where you have a hand of 4 cards, none of those cards are ever dead. Yeah, you can play the front of those cards and have them be, oh, I'm going to throw water balloons at your rocket and get it soaked, and you're going to lose some cardboard boxes. Or I'm going to go ahead and use some duct tape to steal some boxes and quickly duct tape those to my my rocket. But if you don't need to use Jackie or Allie, you
Then
can always just use them as
flip it
part
over.
of
I love
your
it.
rocket.
That's so cute. I love that you also have the keep dry, this end up fragile symbols on this.
Yes.
Just
I mean, we got to really make it feel like a cardboard box, right?
Yep.
So gameplay is pretty simple. You're building up these rockets. Each player has 4 launch pads. As soon as one player launches the 4 rockets, the game starts its end turn, and then you count up victory points at the end.
All right. Can we go through a round or two of this just to see what it looks like when we're playing?
Oh, sure. So here I will actually strictly be building on the yellow, and I will have you strictly build on the yellow as well.
Okay.
And I'll give you a couple boxes to match up with mine, because I already got 2. I'm really good like that.
You didn't want to take too much of a head start, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Yeah, you know what? I'll give you an extra box too.
Oh.
And you'll have your crew, your duct tape,
Take pity
and
on
just
me.
2 other random cards, and I'm gonna go ahead and grab 2 cards as well.
Okay.
So you start the turn. There you go. You'll start the turn with 4 cards in hand, and at the end of each turn, you'll draw back up to 4. So if you like some of the cards that are in your hand, but you want to use them later, keep those in your hand.
Okay.
But if you don't, you'll end up throwing those on your box or on your rocket. So as you can see, you have a couple options for you to use.
Yep. So looking here, and I see the duct tape seems like it would be beneficial if I wanted to start building fast, and that is take 2 boxes from the top of the deck and build them immediately on one of your rockets.
Okay. So you'll take 2 from the top of the deck, and you know what? You are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're at 5. I think you have 3 other cards in hand. You
I sure
might be
do.
able to launch this rocket if you want.
So how would I go about launching said rocket?
Well, so you're going to end your turn now.
Mhm.
Let's go ahead and put the 3 other cards on the top,
Okay.
upside down.
And then look at that. I've got an 8 high rocket.
There you go. And now you're going to launch it. And by launching it, you're going to make a rocket sound. Collapse it down, and it's launched.
There,
So,
I did it.
and then you would have 8 points in the bag, plus you would draw a little moon rock. And my turn, I would probably try to be very, I don't know, probably very really reactive and upset by the fact that you've already
And
scored.
throw water
and I'll
balloons
throw
at me?
water balloons. Yeah, just let's get them soaked. Let's get them soaked.
Oh,
So, but yeah, that's a basic round of Rocket Squad.
that's really cool. I like the theme is just so adorable with
It is
this, but
absolutely adorable.
not in a too cutesy way, if that makes sense.
No,
It
it's-
almost provides like a nostalgia feel rather than a childish feel to it.
That's kind of like the sweet spot we were aiming for, where it doesn't feel like this is a game for children.
Mhm.
It feels like this is a game for anyone who remembers being a child, anyone who likes to play with children, anyone who is a child. Everyone will be able to play this game.
Fantastic.
And then moving on from there, I'm going to go ahead and show off. We're going to open this box a little bit. This one's the second game that we brought in to show off. This is Dracaris Dice.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to open it up real quick. Dracaris Dice is a
Oh, you could smell the new board game smell coming off of that.
new dice smell.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. Dracaris Dice is a very fast-to-play game about getting rid of your dice. So I'm going to open it up real quick. And I'm going to hand 5 dice to each of us.
Okay.
And the idea is to get rid of your dice. And as you can see, we have some little symbols. If you want to throw those on the big screen, that's the
Sure.
fire, that's the dragon, and that's the very sad runaway knight. So the knight, when you roll that, it gets removed from the game. They're
Okay.
off the battlefield. The dragons, they're there to attack your opponent. So you would hand them off to whoever you're playing against, or of your choice.
Mhm.
And then finally, the fireballs. Those ones build a fireball of dragon fire.
Okay.
So as long as someone's rolling a fireball, they'll be added to the center. As soon as someone doesn't, they get burned with all of that fire.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh. Okay.
So if you want to start us out,
Sure thing. I rolled a bunch of blanks right there and a
but
fire.
you also got the fireball. So let me try to get that fireball.
So then I take these
Those
back
are still
to me.
yours,
Okay.
yeah. So I got 2 runaway knights. They're out of the game,
But you had some fire?
but I got the fire instead.
Okay.
So we're even pretty much right now, and you'll see some games can go very fast, some games can go pretty long.
So
right
these
now you're really giving me a
2
chance to roll that
dragons
fire.
to you.
All right, you're down to 1 die, and
Oh, you got a fire.
building up the fire, and you get a dragon.
All right, so I need a fire here. I didn't get it, so I'm going to take the fire, but you get the dragon there.
So we see that the dice keep shifting around all the time. 2 runaway knights, a dragon. I'm down to 2 dice.
Oh, boy. How about a fire, a dragon for you, and then I keep these 2.
Let's try to match that fire. A dragon for you, but I got the fire back.
Dragon for you.
I keep getting 1 at a time, just growing it.
Oh, no.
Here, have your dragons back.
No. At least I got a runaway knight. Okay.
That's and this is how we start whittling down how many dice are actually in the game.
Runaway knight. You take that. This one's for me.
Total of 4 dice left in the game, and give you a dragon.
Oh,
We have
no.
a fireball in the center.
Are you out?
I'm out of dice.
Oh, no. Does
Out
that
of
mean you
dice.
win?
I do win.
Oh,
I do
no.
win. There are enough dice in here to accommodate for 5 players right out of the box. This is based on another dice game in our line called Pass the Pandas. However, it's a little more unforgiving than that game because we wanted to kind of spice it up for the hobby market.
Gotcha.
So anyone who's used to playing games who doesn't want to just family-friendly, like cute little dice game, we've got something that's very easy, kind of like easy to pick up and play between different games that you're playing, but also has a little more of an adult feel and theme, especially with other very popular shows out right now.
I think I know which ones you're referencing.
I think
yeah. So, I mean, very, very quick to play filler game. Given the fact that you opened up the retail package and we completed a head-to-head game of it in about 2 minutes.
About 2 minutes, yeah.
So, very cool. And you said expandable up to 5 players, correct?
It is playable up to 5 players in the original box, yes.
Very cool. All right. So what else is going on at Ultra Pro?
Well, we have a little bit of everything. In fact, very soon you'll be able to hear a little more about the accessories line. But some of the things that we're working on right now in the games line is we're working to both expand what we're doing in our deck building games, where we're doing more work with Ascension, Shards of Infinity. We actually have a game from the the Justin Gary, the designer of both of those, called Ringmaster, which has gotten a large amount of buzz behind it already.
And I believe we are slated to spotlight Ringmaster in the next couple weeks over at Twist Gaming. So definitely excited to get my grubby paws on that and show that off.
I love the artwork for it.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. We saw a little bit of it behind the scenes at Gamma.
Nice.
So
Good.
very
Good.
pretty game.
And then we're also looking at some of the more kind of real hobby games. We have that Sunflower Valley. I don't know if you've seen that one yet.
We have a copy. I believe we're spotlighting that one as well. Just not yet. I think we're waiting on a few more assets from you guys, and then we'll be able to show that off.
It is absolutely adorable, unless you're like me and cannot draw a sheep. Because all my sheeps look like stick alpacas.
Oh, I can't draw to save my life. Okay.
Awesome. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. And we do invite anyone to take a look at our full line at ultrapro.com. That will allow you to go to our gaming, our gaming catalog, our accessories catalog. Everything's right there, so you can see what is available and your distributors to purchase them at.
Fantastic. Josh, thank you so much for joining us today. We really
Thank
do
you for
appreciate
having
it. And thank all of you for watching at home. Make sure you stay tuned for more coverage throughout the day here at the PhD Speed Gaming Expo. And then make sure you keep watching Twist Gaming so you can check out all the spotlights we're doing for Ultra Pro in the coming months. But for now, signing off, I'm Matt. Have a good one, everyone.